TD India Siddharth Bhardwaj joins us from Sabarmati Ashram in Ahmedabad. And also Tanvi Taneja is joining us from Sabarmati Riverfront in Ahmedabad. First to you, Siddharth, good morning. Tell us, is the stage all set? The visiting dignitary will be hosted at Sabarmati Ashram. What more can you add?
Oh, definitely. First of all, a very good morning to you, Preeti. And, I'm here at Sabarmati Ashram, and this is a very significant place, because it was the center for the freedom struggle of India. And Mahatma Gandhi, for this place, had said earlier that this is a right place to search for the truth and for the fearlessness. As on one side, there is the iron and bolt of the foreigners, and on the other side, there is the thunderbolt of the motherland. So that is how this place is very, very significant. And yes, German Chancellor Friedrich Merz, along with Prime Minister Narendra Modi, will be coming here in a short while from now. And both countries, share. Both countries are, in fact, strategic partners. And, there are the itinerary is quite long. And as far as this place is concerned, Mahatma Gandhi, father of the nation, has always advocated for peace. And in fact, so did Gautam Buddha. And, the Mahatma Gandhi, father of the nation, and Gautam Buddha are the biggest blessings India has ever got. And apart from that, Mahatma Gandhi has always advocated for peace, keeping in concern the global scenarios that we have, Preeti, we have conflicts and wars all over the place. And India always had its stance that the only solution could be get through dialogue and diplomacy, and nothing has ever got on the battlefield. Nothing has ever been found on the battlefield. Rather, so in that manner, it's a very significant place. So that's going to be the start of German Chancellor Friedrich Merz. So we'll be coming here at Sabarmati Ashram, and after that on the riverfront for the International Kite Festival. And then both the leaders will have bilateral talks, and the entire gamut of bilateral relations will be on the table, including defense and other sectors as well. So that is the itinerary as far as the itinerary is concerned. And apart from that, Preeti, I was just mentioning you, this is a very, very significant place. And, the environment here is quite calm, and there is a serenity that's there in the air. And as Prime Minister Narendra Modi and German Chancellor Friedrich Merz would be coming here in a short while from now. And as and when the more developments we'll let you know about that. Preeti, back to you.
All right, I'll bring in Tanvi here. Tanvi, as we speak, I see there's a lot of color behind you. The stage is all set to welcome the German Chancellor. What are you witnessing there? And also tell us more about how do we connect the significance of the visiting dignitary attending the Kite Festival in Ahmedabad.
Yes, Preeti, a very good morning to our listeners from the world's first heritage city declared by UNESCO in 2017, Ahmedabad. Well, I am at the International Kite Festival venue here, and German Chancellor Friedrich Merz will get a heritage walk of Ahmedabad, the heritage village of Gujarat. There behind me, you can see a walled structure that has been created, an entry point. And from there, it's a beautiful, magnificent heritage ride that the visiting dignitary on his first official India visit will get to see. After that, there is a dais where there are instrumentalists with sitar, harmonium, and so on, who are ready to welcome the German Chancellor. And on my right side is the Sabarmati riverfront, where in the river there are boats stationed on every boat there is a kiosk. And right in the middle, there is these Gujarati words inscribed "Kai poche." Kai poche, as when we were kids, we were told that whenever you can cut a kite of your neighbor or your friend, that's what you have to say in German, meaning that you have cut the strings of the other person's kite. So kai poche is something that is also a word that will reverberate a lot in the kitist area. So a lot of kitists. So there are 50 countries, kitists from 50 countries, 13 states participating in this international kite festival today. We're going to see 1,000+ colorful kites soaring in the sky. Preeti, a lot to expect too.
All right, that's an overwhelming number. But then, Tanvi, what is it that you heard from the participants who are all set behind you to welcome the dignitary? Tell us more about the atmosphere. Tell us more about what are you witnessing there on the ground, and also how are the participants, how are the people there, feeling, and to what extent is there excitement in the air?
Yeah, to just explain to you the excitement, when we were entering, it was just dawn, and even then there were long queues of both the common citizens and the kitists. Well, the kitists have brought their long, equipments to fly their kites. Some are big, some are small. And of course, everybody is very eager and excited. Let me tell our viewers here that this is not a competition. It's an event of bonhomie and heritage and celebrating the culture of Gujarat. International Kite Festival significance comes for the Uttarayan Makar Sankrant festival, which actually explains the northward journey of the sun, and that's why it's when it is said that the winter season's peak has reached and we shift on to the next season. So in that context of Uttarayan, the kite festival, the wind, it is, by the way, I must tell you, it's very windy, a perfect atmosphere for the kitists to take their kites higher up in the sky. So yes, there is really absolute excitement on the kitist area, which is a little blocks away from here. So it's an entire stretch of Sabarmati riverfront where, in the majestic backdrop of Sabarmati River, we are going to see some exciting cultural performances. The kitists from 50 countries, Vietnam, Thailand, USA, Korea, so many people are lined up to enjoy this beautiful, beautiful ride.
All right, Tanvi, we'll come back to you again during the day, but at present I'll bring in Siddharth. Siddharth, you're there at the Sabarmati Ashram. Now, this is not for the first time that an international leader is being hosted at the Sabarmati Ashram, but then spell out more as to how do you gauge the significance of this, given the, the significance of Sabarmati Ashram associated with peace and non-violence. At the same time in the world, it happens at a time when the world is witnessing conflicts, when the world is witnessing geopolitical challenges.
Oh, definitely, Preeti. You're absolutely right. And this is a very significant place. And you're also right in saying that this is not the first time any foreign leader has come here. There have been many leaders, including Australian Prime Minister and other leaders who have been there because, this place is a symbol of peace. And, so were the principles of Mahatma Gandhi. He taught, he worked on the principles of ahimsa parmo dharma, and, he taught the world that the peace is the only solution for everything. And by keeping peace, you can win the worlds and win the hearts of the people. And in a short while from now, German Chancellor Friedrich Merz, along with Prime Minister Narendra Modi, would be coming here. And for that, security arrangements, in fact, Preeti, is really, really tight. And vehicles only with passes and, people who are entering Sabarmati Ashram, they are being thoroughly checked, and there are proper scanning which is being done. And only after that, people are allowed here at Sabarmati Ashram. So yes, the environment is pretty calm here. It's pretty serene. As German Chancellor would be coming here, like I just told you, along with Prime Minister Narendra Modi, the itinerary is packed. I told you. After that, after the Sabarmati Ashram, both the leaders will be going to attend the International Kite Festival, and after that, bilateral talks are expected to take place, in which the entire gamut of bilateral relations is expected to discuss.
All right, we leave it here. Thank you so much, both of you, for joining us from Ahmedabad. We'll come back to you again during the day to get more on this. As of now, thank you for your inputs and insights. So we had inputs coming in from Ahmedabad. The stage is all set to welcome the visiting dignitary, German Chancellor Friedrich Merz. We'll keep you updated